Hi everyone, my name is Elaine, and today I'm going to tell you all a little bit about enlightening your monsters on Unison League and showing you how it works. But first, what is enlightening? Enlightening is a feature similar to Gear Awakening, which allows you to further improve certain ultra-rare monsters through the payment of specific items and gear. The process typically requires large jewels of enlightenment and orbs of enlightenment, among other things. The jewels and orbs are obtained as rewards from event quests. Certain items can also be obtained by exchanging Limmimin cookies, which you can gain through racing and by sending out your expedition Limmimin. Several monsters gain passive skills through enlightenment. An example would be the Ephemeral Siren, which gains the Ephemeral Songstress passive after it has been enlightened. This passive boosts the stats of water monsters by 10% when Jellyfish Songstress Siren is equipped in your main slot. It is important to note that not all monsters can be enlightened. Some examples of monsters which can be enlightened include Battle Valkyrie, Neza, Lotus Prince, Yuria, Bride of Dawn, Twilight Bride Yulia, Lilith, Charmed Goddess, Dark God Azen, Beastmaster Red Riding Hood, Lucifer, Fallen Angel, Finay, Celestial Melody, Barbaric Behemoth, Simone the Arbiter, Pride Scanner, Ephemeral Siren, Natasha, Sapphire Dragon Princess, Kirin, the Sacred Beast, Rigel, Emerald Dragon Princess, and Gaia, Earth Deity. Now that you know what enlightening is all about, I want to take a few moments to show you the process. The first order of business is to show you how to access the enlightening feature. You do this by clicking on the little armor symbol at the bottom of your screen, and then from there, the banner that says enlightening. After clicking on the banner, you'll be brought to this page with all of your gear. It'll automatically open to the monster section because monsters are the things that you can enlighten. At the top, you'll see the highlighted monsters. Those are the monsters that you can enlighten. Below them are darkened out monsters that cannot be enlightened. If you click on one of them, you'll open up their page and it'll show you the gear you need to enlighten them. So first I'm going to click on Frozen Dragon Avsaris, and you can see that there are two sections here. There's a gear section and an item section, and now that you see me toggling through this, you can see that I don't have all the items I need. So I'm going to look at another monster and I'm going to see if I can enlighten that one. So next I'm going to open up Kirin the Sacred Beast. Now as you can see in the gear section, I have all the gear I need, and in the item section, I have all the items I need. Sometimes you'll come into this section and you'll see that the orbs, for example, are darkened out. You just have to click on them from that gear section and then turn off the little star like when you favorite an item, and that will allow you to use it if you know you have the item and it's telling you you don't. Now before I enlighten this, and I've already done this, you have to have the monster maxed out. It's kind of like when you're trying to reforge them. If the monster's level isn't maxed, it doesn't let you reforge. It's the same way with enlightening. So now I'm just going to use all of my items and I'm going to enlighten this monster for you guys. As you can see, it took my 120,000 gold and my items, and it allowed me to enlighten Kirin, making it Destructive Winds Kirin. We can already see a few changes from this screen. First, you'll notice that underneath its physical attack and magical attack stats, its cost has been increased to 38, which is a very hefty climb. You'll see this a lot with a lot of enlightening monsters, or enlightened monsters rather. Sometimes they only go up by 5 cost points, sometimes it's like Kirin and it's an 11-point jump. Beneath that, you'll see that this monster has in fact been enlightened. You'll see that little circle filled in, it's blue, that tells you it's been enlightened. But you'll also notice a few other things. Obviously, Kirin looks different, and its maximum level has increased. So right now it's at 70, but it can go up to 120, and in a moment I'll show you what the difference between those things are. But the other important thing to note is as well that you can no longer have unlocked potential on these enlightened monsters. It's as though the enlightening is its new unlocked potential. So if you have one of these bases, and I did this with Simone when I got her, I had put as much fodder into her as possible thinking, oh, when I enlighten her, she'll still have all that potential, and then she'll be stronger as an enlightened monster, and it doesn't work like that. It basically gets rid of that. So if you don't have as many resources as you could, don't spend them on unlocking the potential of a monster that you intend to enlighten, because you're going to lose all that unlocked potential and all those resources, because that goes away when it's enlightened. So always, if you can, use a monster that hasn't been unlocked at all so you don't lose anything. Now that you know all about that, let's go into this monster and see how he changes as you augment him. So as you can see, his base stats right now are 5,459 for each physical attack and magical attack. He's a balanced monster. Now I'm just gonna level him up all the way and we can see how much he jumps. So he ends at 7,875 in both physical attack and magical attack. So that's a good jump. That's over 2,000 for each of those stats. And you can also make him even stronger by 198ing him. I actually have a video up about this. If you want to watch it, I'll link it down below. The next thing I want to show you is how to make note of the monster's passive once it has been enlightened. You do that by going back to your little armor icon, going to the sell section. Be careful here, you don't want to accidentally sell something. Scroll down to the monster you want to see the information for. So I'm going to show you my siren. I opened up my siren just to backtrack a little bit. I'm going to click this little star here. That's how you toggle the favorite on and off. So if you have something that you need to use and the game isn't letting you use it, that's how you unfavorite it so you can use it. Okay, back to what I was talking about. This is Jellyfish Songstress Siren. And she has a passive just like Kieran has, and I will show you that in a minute. But you can check all that information by clicking on this little thing that looks kind of like a clipboard or something posted to a bulletin board or something. Just gonna click that now, and it opens up this new page, and it has all the basic info for your monster, its stats, including its max, its skill written out very neatly on a very easy to read sheet here. And then if you scroll all the way down, you see its passive skill, which I talked about earlier. Skill name, ephemeral songstress, effect, boost stats of water monsters by 10% when equipped in a main slot. Now I'm going to back out of this and I'm going to show you Kieran. So just going to click on the same button that I did before for Siren for Kieran. And that brings up his little informational page, and you can see that he's now a 38 cost monster. And his passive skill is Wind Flute of the Beast, and its effect is that it boosts stats of wind monsters by 10% when equipped in a main slot. So now that you know how to enlighten everything, and the benefits of enlightening, which include a raise in cost, a raise in stats, and also that nice passive skill in many cases, you know everything you need to know about enlightening. But if you feel I left anything out, or if you have any questions because something I said wasn't clear, just let me know down below in the comments. I'm always happy to answer all your questions and help you guys out. And if you like what you saw here today, please give me a thumbs up, smash that like button until it's blue, subscribe, ring that bell so you'll know what's up, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye guys, happy gaming!